Hey everybody, welcome back. And in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to create total confidence in everyday life. Confidence can be extremely hard to hold, especially in today's world when we're surrounded by everyday pressures and challenges that keep us down all the time. So what do you do when you're feeling overwhelmed and drained all your time of all your energy and you feel like just crawling into a hole? What do you do when life just seems an uphill battle and challenges keep getting in your way? Well, by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to do. So, in point one, we're going to cover the inner foundation, which is believing in yourself. And in point two, how your energy and confidence creates momentum. And in point three, we're going to cover how to motivate yourself through positive self talk. This leads me on to topic number one. That's believing in yourself. It seems such a basic thing to think about, but it's so hard for many people, including myself for many years. Confidence doesn't start with appearance. It doesn't start with money or achievements. It starts with your belief, and it's something people can sense and feel, and it can transform your life. Every single thought you hold about yourself either builds you up or it tears you down. And that's how powerful your thoughts really are. And this is why it's so vitally important to reinforce your mind on a daily basis with confident thoughts about who you truly are. And I can't emphasize the importance of this. Remember, never sell yourself short. And the problem is that most people wait for evidence before they believe in themselves, when in fact it's the other way around. I'll feel confident when I get that job, when I lose that weight, when I gain that weight. And that was my case many years ago when I went to the gym. I was a skinny, tall kid. I wanted to put on size and weight, and my confidence was super low. When I succeed or when I have enough money, then I'll feel confident. And the list can go on and on. But the reality is that confidence isn't the result, it's the cause. And you have to decide first, I am enough. I am capable. I belong here. And this can be hard to take on, especially when you're feeling low. But you've got to keep at it. I belong here. That inner decision lays the foundation and it sets an energy in motion that people, including yourself, including myself, we can all feel it. We can all sense it. So practice daily affirmations. I do this every day. You've got to speak it before you feel it. And this leads me on to point number two, and that's movement creates energy and confidence. Confidence is not built in your head, it's built in your emotion. Think about the first time you tried something new, whether it was, driving, public speaking, a new sport, a new job. You weren't confident at first because you hadn't done it yet. You weren't competent yet. The more confident you became, the more competent you became. And it just goes around and round in a spiral. So confidence equals courage plus repetition. So don't wait until you feel ready to take action. Take action while you're still scared. I do it every day. And that's how I succeeded in my early days in my sales career. My fellow sales colleagues would have sometimes asked me, Justin, how the hell did you get that proposal or reach a certain client that was hard to get to or stubborn? You're so lucky. What they didn't see was the anxiety, the nervousness I felt when I approached my clients, when I approached these hard clients who were knocking everyone back, especially when I was cold calling. I used to hate it. And I had knots in my stomach. And I can remember driving around the block several times on a few occasions because I was so nervous about meeting a potential client. But I bit the bullet and went for it. Was I scared out of my wits? Hell yeah. But the more I did it, the more easier it becomes. And it took a lot of courage at first. But as the saying goes, people of action are favored by the goddess of good luck. And it's true. Eventually does turn around. It's universal law. So remember, when you first learned to drive a car, I bet you were a little scared. What are all these levers on the ground? What are all these clutch brake? I know I was. I remember thinking, how the hell do you drive this thing? There are so many things to remember. But now it's so easy, I don't even know I'm driving the car. I'm just sitting there driving. It's formed a habit in my mind. And that's how you build confidence. You have to make it a habit. You see, each small step trains your brain. I can handle this. It tells your brain, I can do it. I may be scared shitless right now, but I can do it. So celebrate small wins. And each time you face a fear or push through doubt, you stack proof. You start stacking proof that you're stronger than what you think. Because the reality is we all are. If speaking up terrifies you, start by asking one question in a meeting. If going to the gym intimidates you, commit to going for 10 minutes a day. There are a lot of people in the same boat. I go to the gym sometimes twice a day. Work out in the morning, cardio in the afternoon. There's a lot of people that turn up at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night because they don't want many people to be there. It's a quiet time. but they just go on the treadmill and they start and you see them more and more often. And the action is more important than the result. It's about proving to yourself that you can take the first step and do it anyway. And this leads me on to point number 3, and that's positive self-talk. This is probably one of the most important things you've got to do every day. Positive self-talk, replace I can't with I can or I'm learning. Confidence isn't about being perfect. No one's perfect. It's about progress. No one was perfect in the beginning. Nobody. In fact, the number one thing holding people back from going for what they want isn't fear. It's what they think other people will think of them. What will my friends think of me if I run my own YouTube channel, if I lose 10 kilograms, if I go for what it is that I want in life? What will my family think if I move to another town and get another job, look healthier? I mean, what will my friends and family think if I separate from the person I'm no longer in love with? Seriously, are you going to sit there and stay there in a relationship that doesn't do you any good? Are you in your relationship to make someone else happy, or are you in it to make yourself happy? Seriously, think about it. It can be hard to stay confident when we are going through tough times. I know this all too well, but you must work on it. You must discipline your trickster mind, even if you don't feel like it right now. Your trickster mind will spin negativity into your mind all the time. Don't believe everything your mind tells you, by the way. Sounds weird, but it's true. So you must catch every negative thought and weed out those negative thoughts in your mind, just like a garden, and tend to your garden of your mind. Otherwise, the toxic weeds will take over. Remember that daily habits are the bricks that build the unshakable wall of confidence. So confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something that you build. And it starts with a decision to believe in yourself. It grows through action and strengthens through daily habits. Your daily habits. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 7 days, do one thing each day that scares you, because it's the only thing that's going to make you grow. I've had more scared things happen to me that I've had to push through in the last 2 years than I have in my life, believe me. Small or big, it doesn't matter. Because when you face fear with action, confidence becomes your new normal. Remember, you don't have to wait to feel confident. You create it today, tomorrow, and every single day that you wake up. Walk tall, speak your truth, and live with certainty that you are enough. Because the world doesn't need a half version of you. There's plenty of people out there that have that already. It needs the confident, unstoppable, fully alive you. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please share it with someone who you think may benefit from watching this. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Peace out. Thanks for watching.